Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniature. Today it is time for our weekly painting progress. So we're going to start things off today with good old Slambo. Slambo here, what did he come out, 2018? 2019? Definitely not 2020. I have had him since the day he came out, and he sat there about 75% finished, and finally I just decided let's do something with him and get him done. So he's finally done. Good enough, and hopefully we'll get him in a game in the near future. Besides Slambo this week, we didn't get a whole lot of interesting productive stuff. Let's see here. A random Reaper Bones Dwarf. Not super exciting, but he's done. Let's see here. An Oathsworn Burrows and Badgers Armored Snake. In real life, his eyes look a bit more yellow, but they came out kind of greenish, so I might have to go back and redo those. Pretty basic figure. He can hang out there. Let's see. Another random Shield Wolf Goblin. I like their helmets. It's got a little bit of war paint on him. He'll join his buddies soon enough. Let's see, a random, well, I don't know what you are. It's a hodgepodge of parts that were slapped together for a Frostgrave Ghost Archipelago type model, and he looks like a dude LARPing in his sweatpants. Why he's got samurai swords and a Colt blade from the Gene Stealers, I don't know, but he's ready for action, I guess. Let's see what else we have. Okay, here's something totally random. This model is from Battle Stations, the board game. I am slowly but surely trying to get all of the figures painted up for it, but most of them are just in a very haphazard state at the moment. It's a very simple figure, not a whole lot of detail. It is a board game model after all, but she's finished nonetheless. We'll stick her with the others there. Debating if I want to have the set of them with every model in a different color to differentiate and designate for the various roles in the ships. That's a whole different story. Alright. I got an automaton finished. I had no idea how to paint this sucker. He's huge. He's really big. And since he's done, that means the rest of the unit should hopefully be following soonish. And unfortunately, due to the way I position those hands, there's no way that the three of them are going to be able to rank up. This head still reminds me a bit of the Retribution mechs from War Machine, but it's definitely got its own thing going on there. Okay, what else? Oh, speaking of Conquest, we got the first of our Steel Legion models done. And I gotta say, the Steel Legion models, I think if you wanted to have some big, armored, bulky paladins for like the Basilians in Kings of War, I think this is the best model, and I'll probably have a video of the rest of the unit this week. And I totally thought that the helmet in the, the gorget, whatever that part of the armor is there by the face, I thought that was actually part of the helmet. No, he actually has a face in there. And I painted it, and you totally cannot see it at all. But yes, it is painted in there. It's glued it on afterwards. Whoa, no, the models are down there. There we go. So, besides these guys, let's see. Went ahead and painted more of the Blighterghast Brutes. That's what they're called, from Battle Yak Miniatures. I printed these myself, and you can see what a terrible job I did. I'm getting better. I think I showed these guys off previously, but I did almost all the ones that I have printed at this point. Honestly, I really dig these guys, and I'll probably try to go back and do some more after I can remove them from those supports without making an absolute mess. Custom bases that were included. Drill hand guy. like all the different modular options. It looks like his stuff that he's got coming out this month is just as modular, if not even more so. And I can pretty much guarantee I'll have a video on it as soon as those models are released. They're like these crazy insect elves, and it is right up my alley with all kinds of weird extra limbs and appendages you can stick on them. Alright, let's see what else. Oh, I got Big Fatty done. I really like this model. I'm wondering if I can probably go ahead. I don't know if his hands are the same scale. They're a little bit bigger. I want to see if I can figure out the scale of the hands and how to scale them up. And I might make a couple more of these and maybe mirror them so that they're a little bit more variety and give them a couple different weapons or drill hands. It might be fun. And I did an absolutely awful job removing him from those supports. And you can see here I didn't print it that well, but he was the first time I actually tried hollowing out a model. I think, at least from the front and from a distance, I think it looks all right. It's when you get up close and personal that you can see all the mistakes and poor painting and horrid print job. But from a distance, absolutely, I think he works. He's big. I mean, even if I hadn't hollowed him out, he's still going to be big. Speaking of other big models, I went ahead and printed up another Comet Lord model. I think these are called the Wretched. And you can't see it. He's got a giant nightmare-like sword that is shoved through him. And they're all actually like that. There's a couple of these guys, and I believe they're in his store now. I'll put a link to that as well. But very Dark Souls, Bloodborne-ish looking monster. And if I can get his face, you can see he's got like an extra pair of limbs growing out there, pulling on his face as well. Fun stuff. He's quite large as well. And finally, we've got some of the Bestiarum heroes from May all finished up. Here's the one-armed swordsman. A very basic paint job. I'm not one to lavish all the extra layers of detail, and that's mostly just because I've got so many other models. And I think I did an okay job printing him, but like Alexi said himself, and like I mentioned in the video, these guys, you probably want to up the size a little bit because the original iteration of them, at least, they were kind of small. They're just about Frostgrave size, which isn't that bad itself, closer to 28 millimeters. But, you know, if you're printing it anyways, you can always grow them up yourself. And then we went ahead and did his transformed version. And the effect I wanted to try to do with the arm that suddenly grew itself out and growing all over the sword there, it turned out so-so. And his face looks kind of like a red skull now, which was not the intention. But he's finished. I should start in on the Berserker version of our heroes this week. And I might be showing off, hopefully, some of their other models soon as well. So, not a bad little haul of stuff finished. And hopefully, we'll have a little bit more time now that school's out. And there's not too many other things keeping me occupied these days. We'll get some more stuff painted. Hopefully you all out there are able to do the same. Hopefully the rest of you out there are staying safe and sane and getting this stuff painted for the day that we're going to be able to get together and play again. So a nice little haul this week, and slowly but surely I find myself painting more and more of Parabellum's Conquest stuff. I just can't help myself. So looking forward to seeing what I have done next week. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures. Saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.